to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This is a designed run.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Bohannon. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Lets it fly. Broken up, incomplete, nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense offense faces third and goal. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To throw, it's Bohannon. Finds the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Well, after that opening pick 6, really good focus here to get in position to tie it up. Makes the grab.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision of a quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Fires to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Bohannon. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Finds us back in the middle. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on third. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Bohannon. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. from the gun. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And to get rid of it quickly.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it on because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably time to take a shot. He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, you can take it to the house.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. From the red zone, looking for a man. Steps away to find some room. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bohannon. He lets one fly deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And the Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Bohannon. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the right. Here he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And that is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Bohannon. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Got his man on the right. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Alabama quickly back to the line. Just keeps slinging it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So here is the Tennessee offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying play action. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Running back searching for a hole. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Volunteer. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Takes the easy one to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bohannon. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense read.
Trying to rumble in. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Bohannon. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown ball! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Plugs it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. On the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Inside a minute to go here in the third. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's going to run it. Got the first himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. To the air, it's Bohannon. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take a shot. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Under fire. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Bohannon. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does in this next one.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Texas State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time, so we'll pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. Fourth down, it's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of